again in the disgusting city of Birmingham. I'm a bit sick and I'm also very tired, but we're here for the Pokemon Regional. I'm just going to chill out for a bit in his hotel room. There's Tom. And also get his wristbands, not badges. And hopefully I don't tighten mine up too much this year because I couldn't get it off. Let's do a quick little room tour. There's also Rosa. So we've got a big TV. We've got a beautiful view of construction and the coach station. And a McDonald's billboard over there. We've got 2 beds, a cupboard here, or like a wardrobe for clothes, I'm guessing. There's also a safe in there. We've got a kitchen. Very nice. An espresso machine that I might use. Got a full fridge and a microwave. But of course the most important thing we need to do when entering a hotel room is christen the toilet. This mat is beautiful. This is probably the highlight of the trip if everything else goes south. We're back again in Birmingham year again because it was also hosted last year because they decided to host every regional and championship in the exact same place as they did last year. I don't know why they decided to do that. The Birmingham Regional Championships. I will say one thing about this year. So previously, when they had it at the Neck, you would just go from the airport down the corridor, down the escalator, and it was just there. It was at the 3rd exhibition centre, but now it's on the other side of the building. So you need to go from the airport, down the corridor, down the escalator, up some stairs, across like at least a quarter-mile corridor, down some more stairs, and then it's there. So that's kind of annoying. The trip there is way too long, but at least I get to have my steps in, I guess. That's like my only downside. The check-in was fine, I suppose. They actually had the seating areas open, and you could actually like go pick up your competitor kit. As you can see, we have the Mega Gengar playmat, and the promo is Dawn, a card I don't know if I'll ever use, but it's nice to have. So what am I playing for this event? Considering that the last event that I went to was EUIC last year, I've been very much flip-flopping between decks. Like back then I was playing Dragapult, then I picked up Zoroark, and then I picked up Even's Typhlosion, and then I've been playing other decks here and there. I've been playing a lot of Goldengo on TCG Live, but I decided to go with En's Zoroark, purely because it's getting more support in like a couple of weeks, I think, whenever Ascended Heroes comes out. But yeah, I decided to go with this deck because not only is Zoroark one of my favourite Pokemon, but the deck just gets better with Zekrom. That's the new card that comes out. But at the moment it's not like the best deck, but it still can do decently well, I suppose. I mean, at Toronto, it got top 32, I don't know the exact position, but it got top 32, piloted by Liam, I don't know his last name, but he got 2nd place at Vegas, not with the same list, but he still played Zoroark, but it was a different list. And I have done the unfortunate deed of net decking, which means I have copied his list card for card, except I haven't, because I've made a couple of changes, which I'll go into as we go through. So 4 Zorua and 4 Zoroark, that's just standard really. 2 Reshiram, this normally isn't standard, you would play one of this. No Darmanitans and no Darumakas, because this is primarily what we're going to be copying the attacks with. Darmanitan and Darumaka can be good, especially with how much Goldengo there is going around. It can just one-shot Goldengo and all that kind of stuff. But I am playing a different build, that being Toadscruel. So Toadscruel is also just very annoying against not only Goldengo, but other decks as well. Slime Mold Colony, cards in your opponent's discard pile cannot be added to their hands by effects of your opponent's abilities and trainer cards. So your opponent can't use stuff like Night Stretcher to get stuff back from the discard. With Goldengo, they can't use Superior Energy Retrieval. It just shuts off a bunch of random cards like that. that can very much slow down the pace of the game, or in the case of some decks, just completely stop them from playing the game. With Goldengo, you can't get your energy back, so you can't attack. With some other decks, you can't get a Pokemon back from the discard, so you can't evolve, or you can't do this and that. It's just a very annoying card to deal with, so that's why we play it, because I hate Goldengo. I can't wait for rotation. And then as a secondary attacker, we are playing a 1/1 Mega Lopunny, because 1 energy for 230 damage turns out to be pretty good, and we have a lot of ways to just switch into this. Swing for 230, switch out, switch back in, swing for 230. And even then you can just slap a second energy on this thing and hit for 170 through stuff like Crustle, or something like Diancie you can hit through its 30 damage reduction, and stuff like that, so it's good for that. And then other stuff, 2 Monkey, because we're a dark deck, the monkeys have glare on them. There we go. Fezandipity. Petulant, this isn't in what Liam was playing, and same with Blood Moon Ursaluna. So Petulant is just an easier way to get into Mega Lopunny, because you can just retreat out you can just Petulant in a Zoroark, and then give it like an air balloon and then switch back into the Mega Lopunny. So it's just an easier way to basically get yourself out of situations where you've got Pokemon locked in the active, or you just want to switch into something else. Maybe you don't want to attack with this, maybe you want to attack with a Zoroark, that type of thing. And I found it to be incredibly helpful, and the Blood Moon is just there as like an endgame attacker. It's like 240 for 1, if not 0 energy. 4 Lily, 3 Iono, 3 Boss, 1 Turo, 1 Black Belt. This is another difference from Liam's list, 1 Black Belt, because Ursaluna plus Black Belt is 280. That knocks out Zoroark, so in the mirror. With Mega Lopunny is 270. With Reshiram it's 210. Very important numbers. 210 knocks out Fezandipity, it knocks out Ogapons, it knocks out opposing Petulants, it just knocks out a bunch of other random stuff. 280 is also a really good number to hit, and 270 is also a really good number to hit with Black Belt. Plus we also play Pal Pad, so we can just put it back and use it again if needs be. Items, Buddy Poffin, 2 Nest, 2 Super Rod, because we're going to have Toad Scroll in play, so we can't use Night Stretcher ourselves. 1 PP, 1 E-Switch, 1 Counter Catcher, and 1 Pal Pad, and then our A-Spec is Secret Box. I was thinking of playing Hero's Cape, but I don't really... It's mainly... Hero's Cape's mainly for the mirror, but I don't expect to see this deck a lot today, so Secret Box just helps us get supporter, an item, a tool, and obviously a stadium, and all that kind of stuff. 1 E-Switch and 1 PP up is a little bit iffy, but you can mainly just like PP up, E-Switch onto something else. Like in the late game you can attack with Petulant, you can attach PP up another energy and then E-Switch that energy onto Petulant. It does come up in some instances if you just need to move energy around, plus Monkey E-Switch onto another Monkey is pretty strong. 3 TM Evo because we want to go second and we want to see it. And then the 1 Air Balloon, again Liam's list was playing 2, I'm playing 1 because we're playing Petulant, so don't really need more than 1. 1 Artisan, 2 Watchtower. Liam was on 2 Artisan, 2 Watchtower with 1 Nest Ball. I put in the second Nest Ball because we're now playing Petulant and Ursaluna, which is easier getting those out. And then 7 Darks, because Zoroark requires 2, and then most other stuff requires just 1, really. So overall, I've done quite a little bit of testing with it. I did originally play Liam's list 1 for 1, but I did make these changes, and the deck does feel a little bit better. It's able to just hit really good damage numbers, because like 170 with Reshiram sometimes just isn't enough, and then you have to rely on Mega Lopunny to take those KOs and other support stuff, whereas now you can just use Zoroark. I was originally playing a Mochi, but it rarely ever comes up, and even then, if you need to Mochi, you can just Mega Lopunny, or even then use Black Belt, and then obviously Pal Pad back the Black Belt if you need to use it again. So for the rest of the night, I'm just gonna chill out, maybe play some video games, play some Uma Musume, get ready for tomorrow, and see how well we do. It's all up in the air. But, like, I think this deck is a lot better next set because we get Zekrom, which does 250 damage, which is just a lot better. Like Mochi with Zekrom is 290, that's a pretty good number. So I think this deck is a lot better next set, but I might as well play it. It's one of my favourite Pokemon, so it just makes sense. Right, it's bedtime now. This is my breakfast. I'm a bit sick at the moment. I haven't played Pokemon Go in like months, so this weekend's the perfect excuse to play it again.
What are your thoughts then? What's your plan?
The plan is to lose like every single event. Boss man hooking me up with the sandwich. It's gonna fuel me for the day.
Just gotta wait for everyone to clear off.
Gotta wait for this guy to sleep his deck.
First round.
I lost to Dragapult Dusknoir. I just lose. it's just a... So round 1 was Dragapult Dusknoir. It's just a bit of a difficult matchup because they can just blow up Dusknoir and take out anything on the bench, and also just blow it up, put damage on Zoroark and then finish it off with Dragapult. So that was a swift 0-2 and I lost that. And then round 2 was the same thing, it was the exact same deck, and it was just a loss.
Okay, so they've got
What's the result?
I lost.
exactly that.
I've come to realise this deck's kind of the board gets way too crowded because there's too many options on the partnership. It's so annoying. This is alright, but like, it just, your opponent always plays powerful. The annoying thing here about this deck is that you can only hit 170 unless your opponent taps into this, and you can hit back for double damage. Which is why I think next set the deck is so much better because you can just hit for 250. So like, you won't need to play the low pocket. If you play like 2 of these, you can play so much stuff. It's like, it just isn't annoying.
Round 3 was my first Goldengo match, and it went very, very well. Sit on double Toadscruel, they can't get back their energies with superior energy retrieval. Took down game 1, and then game 2, we went to time, but I don't think they knew what the end of match procedures were, so I had to call a judge over, and they kind of flipped out and stormed off in a huff. Round 4 was against Absolbox. Very weird back and forth type of game, because we can't really hit each other or afford to put damage on anything, so we just had to take KOs on other stuff on the bench. A lot of bosses orders were played during that game. And fun fact, I didn't know until the end of the round, but Dan TDM, yes, the Dan TDM, the guy who made KSI have a meltdown on Twitter, was sat on the table next to me. Round 5 was another Goldengo. I took game 1 with the same strategy as the previous one, just sit on double Toadscruel, and then game 2 I wasn't able to set up, so I scooped. We went to game 3, and despite having double Toadscruel yet again, I lost the game, which means that I now cannot make day 2 as I would fall 1 point short, but might as well play on just for the fun. Round 6 was Typhlosion, and that's just an instant loss. They take 2 prizes, I take 1 prize. So after that round I decided to drop from the tournament.
Round 3.
Right, so yeah, round
I've already
3.
forgotten.
That was the one where the guy flipped out.
Oh yeah, it was Goldengo. The guy flipped out because he didn't know the end of match procedures. I won the first game very easily, just sat on 2 Toadscruels. I just can't play the game. And then second game, I guess you could say I time stalled a little bit. There was like 10 minutes left and he was just like OHKOing everything because I couldn't get set up. So I just kept playing and playing, and he got down to like 1 prize. I OHKO into 1. Time is called. He's turn 0, I'm turn 1. So he passed over to me, I just passed back, and then he starts playing another turn, so I call a judge over, and he didn't like that. Round 4 was Absolbox. It's a very iffy matchup, because if I hit them, they move 6 and want to KO anything, but if they hit me, I hit back for double damage. So it's just a lot of boss up this thing, knock it out, boss up this thing, knock it out, or just pass. And then I managed to win 2-0 by just knocking out his random stuff. There's a couple of things that are weak to dark, so that helps. And then round 5 was Goldengo again. I run round 1 by sitting on 2 Toadscruels yet again. And then game 2, I was also sat on 2 toad scrolls, but he kept knocking out my warp on it, which is one of the few ways I can just one-hit KO anything on his board. But he kept knocking out my Venera, so I can set up warp on it, and yeah, just couldn't do it. Even with 2 toad scrolls, he still has Super Rod, so he can just put energy back and just hope to draw into it. Don't know if I'll play round 6, we'll see if the vlog is updated.
If you meet a girl and her favorite Pokemon is Sylveon, run.
Huh?
Hello, I've dropped out of the tournament. I bought this thing. Why not? It's N, it's got all the Pokemon in it, it's got Zoroark. And I've been doing raids and we've got shiny Shadow Raikou. And since it's shiny, it's guaranteed to be caught in the first Pokeball. So I've heard. As we miss the first ball, because it's a shadow. So it attacks all the time. There you go. Very nice. There's also a shiny Celebi. Once again, the dream is dead. I did go into the event with a deck that isn't considered good, but it's a deck that I like, and it's all about having fun. And even though I did end up dropping, I didn't immediately drop out. I did play on for a little bit, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect a good performance, but I had fun. I probably said in the video, round 1 was Pult Noir, round 2 was Pult Noir, round 3 was Goldengo, round 4 was Absol Box, round 5 was Goldengo, which is when I was originally going to drop, and then round 6, which I played on, was the worst matchup I could have gotten. It was Evens Typhlosion. They take 2 prizes, I take 1 prize, I just lose. But I did chill around at the event. I met up with some people I haven't met in a while, and we did the shiny challenge thing, the 1 in 8192, whatever it's called. I also did pick something up. Very Zoroark themed is the N collection file set, and I am going to be opening this. So it comes with 6 packs of whatever the Japanese version of the set is called, I don't remember, Battle Partners I think it is. Comes with a binder with N and all of its Pokemon, except it's missing a couple. And it comes with this reverse holo Zorua and an N coin. Very nice. I might actually use the binder because my current trade binder is like disgusting. The pages are all grotty because I have owned it for 8 years now, I think. This isn't going to be a speed run like the first ever EUIC video I did, where I did a speed run of opening an Elite Trainer box. The box just fell on the floor. Here's the binder. Doesn't have a lot of pages, so maybe I won't be using this as a trade binder. It literally has 2 pages. I think, no, there's a couple more. They're just like very thin from the looks of it. But my trade binder already has barely anything in it to begin with, so the coin, the N coin, is pretty small. I don't know if I'll use this, maybe. Then we have the promo. It's like a shatter foil reverse. Very nice. It's also off-centered. 5 cards per pack. I don't think we'll pull anything, but it's just fun to open product sometimes. I think the good card is like the 5th one or something, so we'll bring this one to the front, be like the YouTubers. We have a holo Magmar. Don't know, Magmortar. I don't know if there's a holo in every pack. These are difficult to open. Ribombi, Noi. I think that's Noibat, Remoraid. That thing. Okay, so holos are not guaranteed. So yeah, I feel special for getting a holo. It also feels very, very... It feels very glossy. I'm going to open it from the back so I don't get a peek at the 4th card and possibly see if it is something or not. Move that to the front. Hops Bag, Garvanite. That one, I don't know the name of it. Lotad. Oh, we got a Reshiram illustration rare. I actually need to pick up one of these in English. That's very nice. So we did get some, and it's the Ends binder as well. We get an Ends Pokemon. That's very nice. I don't have any sleeves on me. I think this is what the Dawn promo came in. Oh yes, that's really cool. Can we get anything else? Can we get the secret art Zoroark? think the golds are in this set. Auxiliary, Bancham, Shuppet, Whalmer, and Meowscarada. I wonder if people will let me use that in my deck. It's so annoying. Like, I remember you used to be able to use Japanese cards in your decks, but now you're not allowed to because they have different card backs. But people used to be fine with it. Ribombe. Another hollow, double. Okay. Can we end on a hollow? As they say. I mean, there's only one pack here that didn't have a hollow in it. All the rest of them did. Oh, look, it's Zorua. But sorry, this is going to refute first. Oh, yes, Ruffian, the Scalper card. A normal Zorua with a dent in the corner. That thing. Metang. And a non-hollow Ludicolo. So we got an illustration rare Reshiram. Very nice. I plan to get an English one for my deck anyway. So I guess it's cool. I might put it in, hopefully people don't notice. Very nice. Right, now we're gonna go to Smevik tomorrow.
Come down, Smevik Hospitality, I'll come out of my house and I'll break your